production. Drill TV.
Art Jam on a Friday night, hanging out and doodling feels right. Art Jam with you, my friends. Grab you some art supplies and begin to make some Art Jam happen tonight.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Hola amigos. Hola amigos. Welcome to Art Jam. I apologize for being late. I had stuff going on. I am Pedro Bouguet, Drill Texan Spaniard, and we have from the land of the ice and snow, we got Zeus King Dark, the god of thunder. How are you?
Good. You know, snow.
Is it snowing right now?
Yeah. It melted a little bit yesterday, just enough so it could snow again today.
Oh man. So over here, Zeus, it was still a little cool today, but it's about to get we're about to go, I think, like from the weekend through Christmas, we're going to go into like 80-degree weather.
Yeah.
And I don't say that like, I'm not saying that to like rub salt or anything, because I'm not happy about it. I'm putting in cough
plenty
drop.
of salt here, though.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. But to me, Christmas should be cold. I think Christmas should be cold. That's just how I feel about it. But we're gonna have a warm Christmas. We do end up with warm Christmases sometime in Texas. But a shout out to Zombie. How you doing, Zombie? Welcome in. Zeus, what's going on? What are you drawing tonight?
So, all right. So I did the Zoltar and the Evil Spirit and the Spectra Soldier.
Okay.
You know, and so I shut the hell up. So I said to myself, I'm like, well, I should probably go ahead and just draw the G-Force.
Oh, you're gonna draw all of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a big composite picture, like you would get like with like when you bought anime back in the day, there'd be art in there, so that was kind of my idea. So,
Well, that sounds pretty cool. It's gonna be awesome.
we'll see. Hopefully, the sketch, the sketch looks all right. I agonized over how to set it up, but
I gotta do some stuff real fast. I'm trying to get my references in order here. Apologies. I'm just full of apologies.
What did you do today?
Today?
Yeah.
I was pretty busy. I mean, I always am. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing for me to say, to be like, I was pretty busy, when that's pretty much a constant state of existing for me. But I just had a lot of stuff to do, and the dinner we had today was very process intensive, kind of. So it just took a long time. I think I was working on it for like 2 hours or something.
One of the things that tipped me over to do this today was I was doing a design for a book vending machine for a school that had Falcon, a Falcon mascot, right?
Right.
And so I had to redo their crappy logo. Actually, had to retrace it, and it is kind of a weird front-on version. It doesn't look as much like a pigeon as it did anything else. but that inside of circles with the text and the name of the school and whatnot. And uh, they asked for a falcon holding a book
Oh,
on the other side, and I found while I was looking up the falcon, I was like, I thought about Jason from Battle of the Planets, you know,
right.
you know, because he's Falcon, you know. Mark is the eagle. Uh, Princess June is
Swallow.
the swan,
Oh,
the
swan. There
dove.
you go. There you go.
Yeah,
That's swan.
swan. Yeah.
That's it.
You know, Keop is he's the little mallard, and Tiny is the owl. So, I just kept thinking about it, and I showed somebody the other ones I'd drawn, and I was like, I need to just kind of tie this all together. Um,
Did they know the show or?
no, no, way too young. She's way
Oh,
too
okay.
young. Yeah, because technically, it's come back around. Um, you know, and they did that live action one that wasn't very good a few years ago too.
They did a live action one.
Yeah, it's real disappointing. It's on. You can find it, but it's a gotcha man. Um,
Do I want to find it?
2013. Okay, so it's
Yeah. Well, that's for us. That was not that long ago.
right, but I didn't like it very much. I wanted to like it.
Man, ain't that always the way?
Yeah, sometimes it's just it's hard when people don't understand the spirit of something, and they
Yeah.
think they think that it needs a complete revamp, you know, and that's not true. That's you can update something without destroying it. And I don't know if you heard that James Gunn says that Batman's boring. So
Oh boy, I can't wait to see his version of it.
yeah, he's going to be wearing a trench coat, and he's going to be listening to a Walkman on headphones with orange foam rubber ear guards on them, just like everybody else he does. Because that's his whole shtick now.
Yeah, that guy's kind of a hack. But
I mean, we you had your he's Milli Vanilli. He had a one hit wonder. There's just other people around him that are dumb enough to keep letting him make more.
I think technically Milli Vanilli had more than one hit, but
Yeah, Blame It on the Rain charted.
and girl, don't forget my number. Um, and then girl, you know it's true. You okay?
Yeah,
You took too big a hit of whatever soda you got going on.
yeah.
Must be strong. What is it?
It's just Dr. Pepper Zero.
Oh, okay. Okay, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
But yeah, we got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off
Oh, nice.
next week, and I had some days left, so I took Monday, Tuesday, so I got 9 days off in a row.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got a piece of peppermint right here. I can have. This one. Nope.
I would give you a fisherman's friend, but we live too far away.
Yeah,
It's very strong cough drops.
1,500, probably 1,500 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather drink Dr Pepper Zero through my nose than have a fisherman's friend.
But you know, I have to say, Fisherman's Friend is pretty amazing. If you're singing, I mean, it's just incredible. I mean, I'm just being honest. It's like if you got some throat issues going on, I mean, you can do the job if you got that. If you got Fisherman's Friend. Kind of weird. This thing I'm looking at, Santa's smoking a pipe, but I think there was a lot of imagery of Santa smoking pipes once upon a time.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to sharpen the pencil there.
Oh yeah. I'm doing some Santa doodles tonight. I was gonna do some Santa doodles last week, but we went with Street Fighter instead. Can't say it's gonna go great today, but I'll do my best. Been a lot of pain, so a lot of physical pain. So we'll see how things go.
Well,
The things people want to hear when they're like, I've been in a lot of physical pain. They're like, man, these people are fucking old. Santa's beard is pretty crazy. Can't wait to get rid of my beard, but I gotta wait for a few more days.
yeah.
After Music Monday, on Monday I'll be shaving the beard, because then I don't have to play Rock and Roll Santa Claus anymore. So
I wasn't aware that you were.
yeah, I totally was. I tell you,
I am an ass.
do it. Oh no, I'll tell you something that upset me. So on Wednesday, let me tell you something about Wednesday. I've been having an issue with my microphone. Now it's not. It's only when I use the microphone through the OBS. It's only when I use the microphone through the OBS do I have problems with it. Here's a quick look at my doodle of Santa Claus. Looks like he's getting high. For some reason, the microphone gets hot ever since when the string broke, and I was using the electric for a while. The microphone started getting hot, and so it started distorting and stuff. And wasn't happy about that. The solution I found was I had to uninstall and reinstall the microphone on OBS, and so I thought that solved the problem. And then there was a Music Monday. I think that was on a Twitch stream, and then on the Music Monday, when I switched, because I switched on the OBS from the Twitch to YouTube for that, it distorted again, and I was like, what the hell, like, why did it do that? So what I've been doing is I've been testing the microphone earlier in the day before I do the streams. And so on Wednesday I tested the microphone, and it was clear. I did like Peter Gabriel's "In Your Eyes." That was what I tested it with. This was earlier in the day, and it was clear, sounded nice. I was like, okay, I don't have to worry about that later. So I do the stream on Wednesday, and I'm thinking it must be sounding good because no one said anything, and I'm just I feel all confident because of how it sounded, when I tested it earlier in the day. And then Thursday morning, I'm going through the clips, and the mic's all distorted, and breaking up, and I'm just like, damn it, like I had no idea, had no idea. So I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. I don't know if like before every music stream I'm gonna have to like uninstall and reinstall the microphone. Like that's gonna be a pain in the ass, but I'll do it. Like I don't know why that's happening. I'm not having that trouble with the microphone on anything else, the Audacity, anything else, having no issues like that. I don't know why that's happening, but yeah. I know no one probably cares about it. I just
Well, we had a nice Christmas party and at work, and
well, yeah.
yeah, I had Secret Santa. I got yet another.
Oh yeah, you did get a Rey Mysterio a year or so ago, didn't you?
No, not a. I got that one this year.
Oh, okay. I thought you got another one. Okay, okay.
No, I got. I actually got the Funko Pops of. I got the.
Oh, that's right. That show you like. What's that show?
No, not Rick and Morty.
Oh, it wasn't.
No, no, no. I got some full size Funkos for Secret Santa.
Oh, okay.
So I got Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, okay.
I got a Batman. I got a Emperor Palpatine in his throne.
Oh.
I got I do have I take that back. I do have Pickle Rick. I do have Pickle Rick Funko Pop from from Rick and Morty. And then last year one of my coworkers, John, he gave me it's a Spider-Man wearing a Santa hat.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, and this year I got a this cool Pokemon one. He's got swords for arms.
Oh, must be a newer one.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think there was a bug one that had swords for arms back in the original one. Trying to think who that is.
I mean, that's the problem. There's, right now there's well over 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
The originals, yeah, there was only
150 or something.
151. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. I wanna be the very best. This is me blasting through a Santa Claus doodle. Dun, 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 dun.
Which is so funny because the song sounds like a million other, like parody songs.
Oh, right. Dun, dun, dun.
Kind of like the montage song from South Park.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love South Park, the movie.
Yeah, bigger, longer, uncut. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it like 7 times in the theaters.
Wow.
I saw it a bunch of times in the theater.
That's amazing.
Do you remember Godzilla 2000, the Americanized version of Godzilla Millennium?
Not so much. Believe it or not, I think it. I think I remember 1999 a little bit more than 2000.
So the one from 1999 in Japan, it was called Godzilla Millennium, and then when they brought it to the United States, they released a dub of it in the theaters, and they called it Godzilla 2000. It's the same movie.
Oh, okay.
It's the exact same movie, but they just called it Godzilla 2000 here, whereas it was Godzilla Millennium like in Japan, I saw that in the theaters 10 times exactly.
Wow.
We used to have a thing about watching movies over and over again in the theater sometimes if we really liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, I probably saw the original Star Wars like 8 or 10 times when I was a kid.
That had to be incredible.
Plus with the re-releases, we would go see it every time it came back to theaters.
The original ones, the only one I saw in the theaters was Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah, sadly, I've seen all of them now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go see any more, though. I'm done.
Are you going to see that re-release of the original next year or whenever it is?
I don't know. It just depends on what's going on. Whenever that, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, if they're smart, they'll have it come out on the 4th. But hard to say.
I think they did say what day it was going to come out, but I don't remember what it was. I'll look it up in a minute. Yeah, I mean, they say it's only going to be in the theaters, that they're not going to release the original version on home video or whatever, which I think is a mistake. They need to release it.
I mean, like, we know they don't care what George Lucas thinks anymore.
Right, yeah, I know he doesn't want the original version out there, but also I think he's fucking wrong about about not putting the original versions out.
I mean, for better or for worse, that's the one that started it all, Sometimes you gotta take some of your shit with lumps on it.
And his remaster was terrible. Like, his changes weren't any good to the movie.
Nothing that was done made it any better. Other than just saving the masters, and cleaning them up.
Right.
That's all they really needed to do. Because especially changing the the Ewok song and Jedi and all that.
Oh
stuff.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
Like it's a corny little song, but what do you expect from those little bears?
I tell you what, I can still sing the original Ewok one, but I don't know the one they changed it to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Swamp Fox, welcome in. I apologize, I didn't see you, Swamp Fox. Thank you for the resubscribe, Swamp Fox. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it so much for the Swamp for the Swamp Fox resubscribe, the Swampy resubscribe. Sorry, we came on late. Is my bad. So here's what I have so far for this Santa Doodle. Is this just a cheesy doodle? I know.
It's a cheesy doodle. What's wrong with a cheesy doodle?
I don't know.
Cheesy doodles are delicious.
So tomorrow we got Markout Mania happening on Saturday morning. And
return.
Well, we came back last week.
What episode are we on?
Oh shoot! I think we're gonna be on 296.
Nice.
Yeah, I know we're almost there at
almost to 300.
Almost at 300. So Zeus, I'm not going to talk about this on the show because I know anything having to do with women's wrestling from Japan, James don't want to hear. So I'm not gonna bring I'm not gonna bring it up. Okay, I'm not gonna bring it up on the show, but I'll bring it up here because it's it's my thing. It's our thing. It's not just my thing. It's our thing.
Right.
Hey, worthless regulator. We don't care where the best viewers are. Man, what a name! Like the name doesn't even hide that he's up to like no good. Like worthless regulators.
They must get money just to go out and do this. Like
I
they don't have
guess
any intention of it actually working or anything.
this is true. This is true. Worthless POS. Yeah. Zeus, this week Tokyo Sports had their Grand Prix awards or whatever.
Right.
And for the first time in its 52-year history, a woman won the overall MVP. Saya
isn't it?
Yeah, Saya Kamatani from Stardom won the overall MVP. And it sparks some controversy in Japan and elsewhere about it. The AEW thing, it's not important. They're like, oh, it should have been Takeshita or whatever, however you're supposed to say his name. But we can ignore that thing. They don't know anything. He didn't get a single vote. What's weird, the two people who
that's good because he didn't deserve any.
Right. What's weird is the two people who were most in discussion for it all year were Saya Kamatani and Ozawa from Noah. And Ozawa ended up only getting 2 votes. Oh, thank you, Swamp Fox. Ozawa only got 2 votes. Tanahashi got 5 votes. That's kind of crazy in a way. And I think
skill award he won. What the hell?
Yeah, I know that's so strange. That's really weird. Hiroki Goto got 1 vote. And then Takeshita got 0. So there's a lot of discussion about if this was political and stuff like that. It definitely was kind of political. Kamatani and Bushiroad at some point, like halfway in the year, decided they were going to throw everything behind her, pushing her for the award over anyone in New Japan and this and this. So there's definitely, you can look into the thing that Bushiroad kind of maybe paid for the award, right? A little bit. Lots of promotion for it, lots of publicity. Most of the reasons given for why she won had nothing to do with wrestling, right? It has to do with it was kind of like half what she did the first half of the year, which is wrestling related, and then the second half of the year it's all the TV stuff she did. She got a reoccurring role in a variety TV show in Japan, a very popular TV show on network television. She was a very popular member. I mean, her stretch was only like 2 or 3 months or something. It wasn't indefinite, but very popular, run on it. Got them a lot of attention, helped spark a lot of attendance, for Stardom. And then she was on.
Actually had to deal with mainstream appeal and ratings and measurable things.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the story with her and Tam Nakano earlier in the year, people keep giving her the credit for it, but really, and I think I've told you this before, Tam Nakano deserves most of the credit for that because she was the number 1 draw for women, throughout that, and it was building to her retirement show. That show where she retired is the highest draw like tickets wise outside of the Tokyo Dome show in January. So like you have New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom and you have that Stardom show. Those are the top two shows in terms of attendance this year for Japan. All the other stuff she did wrestling wise kind of mediocre. You know what I mean? Like most of the gates and stuff she popped were in conjunction to the TV stuff. The TV stuff had more to do with drawing people, curious to see what she was doing than the wrestling stuff. And I'm not putting that down at all. It's what you said. That's like a legitimate thing, right? You're looking at she grew an audience for the promotion and drew some money and stuff for them, all based on these things that have to do outside of the wrestling. But a lot of people are, talking about it like, I thought this was supposed to be about wrestling, blah, blah, blah. This, and all this kind of junk.
Well, I mean, did we not say something that, like, when we remember when they did the PWI 500 the first year?
Yeah.
And they kind of gave it to Dean Malenko because they felt like he was the most talented guy on the in the thing.
Right.
The best quote unquote wrestler.
Right.
But once again, guy never main evented anything. I mean, he was had the personality of dry toast. But he did have he had great matches with Rey Mysterio. He was a great foil for Rey.
And the thing with Chris Jericho was really good too, but that was later probably.
Yeah, but still, I mean, 97. Still in the same neighborhood, I think.
I think the thing with Jericho was 98. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think because I think earlier in '97, I think Jericho and Juventud, or was that '98? Shit, I don't remember anymore.
Where he took Juventude's mask, that was in '98. That was in '98.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All these things just blend into one another. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
So another thing with that award, Zeus. So another first besides that was the Fighting Spirit Award went to Suri. So that's also the first time a woman's won the Fighting Spirit Award. I don't really know what the Fighting Spirit Award is supposed to mean. I mean, we know what Fighting Spirit is, but I mean, they said like the reason they gave it to her was like because she. When she did that stuff with Stardom this year, the crowds were booing her, and she fought through it and stuff. The crowds were booing her, and I was like, "What?" Like, okay. Seems kind of a weird reason, but the award.
Maybe it's
yeah. I think the award.
Who'd they give the tag team of the year award?
Oh, let me see who it was. There was something about that. Not much. The thing about that was because the tag team had only been together for like 3 months, and then they gave them this award. See, I can find it. Tokyo Sports. should have learned it. Okay, let's see here. Tag team was to KOB Knockout Brothers, which is Yuto, Ice, and Oscar in New Japan.
Yep, never heard of them.
Says, although they had only just become champions in their first title challenge this September, KOB won the award due to long-running story of the two dating back to before they entered New Japan. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. They got 11 votes. Team 200 kilogram, which is Chihiro Hashimoto and Yu from Sendai Girls, they got 4 votes. Uber Eats from Tokyo Joshi Pro got 3 votes. And Titans...
I'm sorry, what was that name?
Uber Eats. Ober, O-B-E-R, Uber Eats. Which is Yuki Kamafuku and Wakana Yuhara from Tokyo Joshi Pro. They got 3 votes. And Titans of Calamity from All Japan, I don't know these people, they got 0 votes. So, yeah, people were like, these are a bunch of... people weren't really certain about all that. They were kind of surprised there was 2 women's teams considered for the award. The one that really, besides the overall one, the one that drew a lot of controversy was the newcomer. So they gave it to this guy, I'm not sure how you say his name, Kaisei Takechi? Kaisei, Kaisei, and then Takechi. Is it like Kaisei Takechi?
Sounds, yeah, sure.
Something. Okay. So he won basically the rookie award, right? And the thing about him, he hasn't wrestled very much at all. Is he good or not? I don't know. The thing about him, Zeus, he is in a popular boy band.
Yeah.
He's like in a popular idol group, like boy band. He wrestles in DDT. He's trying to make a transition to wrestling in DDT, but he's in this boy band, and they're fairly successful, not super successful, but fairly successful. And he's super good looking, like he's super attractive, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, a lot of people were upset about it. There is a big push for, they wanted this girl in Marigold to win it. Her name's like Yuzuki. Mm-hmm. And she's been very public about being unhappy that she didn't win, because apparently they made a big thing about, that she should be the winner and stuff. But Zeus, she should never have even been considered. Like, she got 3 votes or something for this, but she should have never been considered. She is 2.5 years into her career.
Yeah, it seems like a long time to be a rookie.
Like, she started in Stardom before Marigold even existed. And then when the Marigold thing came about, she left Stardom to be part of it, in its launch. And, I mean, yeah, she's like 2.5 years into her career. Like, it just seems really weird, like, that she would still be considered a rookie at this point. There are some people were unhappy that Siri Yakamoto and Senka weren't nominated at all. They're like first year rookies from Marigold and Marvelous. A lot of people are real impressed with them, but I mean, if Yuzuki can be a newcomer nearly 3 years into her career, I guess that they can get it next year. I feel like I'm drawing drunk Santa Claus at the moment. By the way, if I put a beer in his hand, don't get mad at me. But yeah, you have any thoughts on any of that, Zeus? On any of the Tokyo Sports Awards?
I haven't been able to keep up on it, So all I got to say is, in 2025, like none of that means what it used to.
Yeah.
And if you act like it means a lot, then you're just that's if that's your thing, okay, fine, whatever. But I don't, it's just I'm just kind of just taking wrestling for what it is, and I don't know if anybody's nobody's done anything that went even viral, as far as anything from Japan. Nothing went viral and came to America with
Right.
clips of things, and other than women being beautiful and
Yeah.
having amazing gear and things like that. I'm really happy for Konami winning, but that was so late in the year.
You know the only thing I saw go kind of viral this year from Japan in terms of wrestling, and this went viral like outside of a wrestling sphere. There was a Tokyo Joshi Pro show where Mizuki, she's a very skinny girl. She jumped off the top holding this hammer, like a kind of a inflatable hammer thing, and she hit this. What's the name of that giant panda bear? You know that panda bear gimmick?
Yeah, I know.
Where it's like
Yeah.
giant, like super tall, like it's a giant. There's this thing of it, like she was jumping off the thing and smashing its head in with that inflatable like mallet thing, and for a little bit that was like people were taking that and making all kind of memes. Like people not involved with wrestling at all were doing this. Lots of people were doing this. And that's the only thing I saw go kind of viral, but from Japan
Yeah.
in terms of wrestling.
There's so many bad things.
Right.
this year. I just, I can't even with people, trying to drown other people in fish tanks and all kinds of dumbass shit like that.
I think one of the things with the reaction to this award that's going on is I think some people in Japan, like some of the older fans, are she rookie long time. Yeah. Swamp Fox. Here's my drunk Santa Claus at the moment. I think they're saying, the stuff we keep talking about, how wrestling isn't about wrestling. It's about, like, nowadays it's about just kind of soap opera stuff and just kind of things like that. Is this like the moment of them sort of being like, hey, this is what wrestling really is now, like in Japan? Like in Japan, are they kind of going like, hey, this is what this really is?
Like they're saying it's sports entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Finally.
So they give it to the girl who did the most entertainment attention stuff, and
yeah. If she was, it sounds like she was the biggest star in wrestling.
it seems that way in terms of so being in that show, right? in that variety show she was on, at the end of her run, they had her and Hanan. Do you know who Hanan is?
Yeah.
She's the elder sibling of those three sisters. There's the two twins, and then there's Hanan. She's the elder sibling. You're like, I just told you I know, and you went on and explained it. I do have a bad problem of mansplaining. I know. Her and Hanan had a match on that show, on her last appearance on that show, and it was the first time women's wrestling in Japan had been on network television since like the 80s or something. Since the 1980s. It was the first time women's wrestling. So she even brought an actual match onto network television in Japan. Not cable, you know what I mean? Like, it's a big deal for it to be on network television.
Right.
So, yeah.
It wasn't big in so long.
Yeah, so, I mean, it is kind of like a thing, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, she's the biggest star in Japan right now.
is what it seems like, kind of.
Right. And of course, like here in America, for a long time, for pretty much 3 decades, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, had the awards, and they started earlier than that, like in the, I think in the 60s, but they adopted them for Pro Wrestling Illustrated, but I think it started in the 60s in the Wrestler.
Right.
And then, it became, I don't know when the voting stuff started. I don't know if it started before Pro Wrestling Illustrated or not. But, you felt like the fans, made their voice heard. And that, I always felt like that, Pro Wrestling Illustrated fans were, a little bit more well-rounded, that they, it was always, NWA / WCW and WWF guys, at the top of the list usually, but there'd be other stuff that got, nominated and voted on and things like that.
Right.
Oh, that's great. You are giving him a bottle of Mad Dog.
I am.
Then look in the.
Oh yeah. Okay, in the Twitter.
No. Look in the chat, in the stream.
Oh, you didn't mean that literally. I went with with the inspiration, Swamp Fox. I had to go with the inspiration.
But do you see my thing?
Oh, 100. Zeus is at 100.
Finally hit the hundo.
We need a celebration song.
Right?
100. Zeus is at 100. Thank you, Zeus, for putting up with so much of my nonsense.
I know, right? It's incredible.
Zeus is a true brother from another mother.
That's right.
I feel bad for James and I throwing him under the bus, but
at least I'm not there when you do that.
That's true.
Because when you do that, then I just get y'all back with
weather,
and
yeah,
your air conditioning breaks down, and
oh man,
and then you never learn. You never learn.
This is true. Definitely don't want the air conditioner to break down. We're gonna have a hot Christmas, as I said earlier. So
yeah, I remember one time in North Carolina, we had the back door open on Christmas Day.
Oh wow, yeah.
Like my dad he had a Christmas sweater on. He had to take it off.
There was there's a Christmas Eve party once in Stephanie's family where we went, and it was just like, it was like 80-degree weather, and we were all suffering. Because for some reason, even though it's 80-degree weather, Zeus, everyone dressed up in like Christmas clothes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like dumbasses. I don't mean. I know none of them are probably watching this, so no one. Hopefully, none of them will get upset. But we're all dressed like dumbasses, like for cold weather, and it's like 80 degrees, and yeah. But yeah.
This is not coming along very well.
Just give it. Which one are you working on? The Jason?
Mark.
Oh, Mark. Okay. Just keep at it. It's hard. It's just you know if it's not going well or not. So I mean, if you need to restart or try something else, go for it. You know.
Yeah, I might have to. Yeah, I think I just it's not a bad little sketch, but this might be one of those ones where I probably should have done this as a warm up, what I'm doing right now, just to get ready to draw them again. But I mean, overall, I mean, it's just now with wrestling and awards and stuff like that, it just doesn't have any weight anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
And then especially when when they told us that, that even Pro Wrestling Illustrated was they give it to whoever the hell they wanted to give it to.
Did you see the Sports Illustrated Pro Wrestling Awards?
Yeah, I believe I did. Yeah.
It was like all AEW stuff for the most part.
Yeah, it was shocker.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, are we at all surprised?
Nah.
I mean, they just because once again, SportsIllustrated.com is just turned into content. It's not like that Sports Illustrated as a magazine doesn't have any weight anymore.
Right, that's true. That's very true.
So nobody, so they can just kind of get away with hiring, whatever. It's like, oh well, so you've been watching wrestling for 7 years now. Wow, that seems to be a long time. How would you like to be in charge of wrestling content for Sports Illustrated.com?
Are you telling me we should have applied for that job? Man.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, speaking of applying for jobs, Zeus, I read this deal about the video game studios and stuff in Japan. I don't know if you've heard about this. They are making applicants draw in person.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. That's fantastic.
Because they have to make sure that their portfolio isn't like AI and stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I've seen people talking about it on both sides of sort of that pro AI and anti AI thing. And I think something that I've been seeing a lot of people miss is that there is a people are looking at it very much from kind of whatever their point of view is on that debate, right?
Yeah.
But there is a very practical reason why they're doing this, because you know this as well as I do. When it takes to build the engines and everything and the models that are going to work within the engines in the game, they have to know you can do your stuff. Because you can't AI at this point in time, they cannot AI that stuff. They can't AI building the levels and the engine, the game engine. They can't AI the models and all that stuff. Yeah, at this point in time, they can't AI that stuff. So they need people who can actually do it, because otherwise it's just going to be a waste of time. Like, you know.
Well, not only that there's a hidden backlash to AI, and that is if these agreements with talents and the shit that they've stolen stuff from to make AI, if it were to become prominent, recognizable, and they find out it was never paid for,
Right.
you know, if somebody's style of a video game turns out that it was illegally taken from a big time artist or anybody that with a good enough lawyer.
Oh yeah.
It could destroy an entire company.
Yep, that's true.
You know, so
It's another practical reason. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, so you have to have, you know, you can't have the footprints of your of the foundation of your video game be you know, be AI, because you know that could just lead to so much crap.
I mean, no one knows how that part of things is going to play out yet. The legal things.
No, but the thing is I mean, if you get stuck in that,
Like, I know some in the AI in the pro AI debate, they cite stuff that Trump has said about, you know, because the Trump administration is trying to say that. Oh, whoa, sorry about that. Try to say that you know, you can't hold machine learning responsible for copyright. You know, this, but you know, they're using this language. Yeah, that's today, and also they're using this language of machine learning. They're trying to pass it off as machine learning. What's actually happening is taking existing work and remixing it to fit like a prompt, right? And you just don't know, you know, like so you don't know what the legal definition is going to be in the future, like to what that actually is, you know.
yeah.
It's
It's just like if, you know, when people find out, you know, that somebody's lifted a song from another artist, you know, and then it ends up in court, you know, and hey, maybe, you know, maybe it is generic enough for where, you know, they can get away with it, but still, I mean, it's gonna, you know, it's a terrible thing to, you know, for people to have to go through.
that thing's a little complicated at times, because when it comes to pop songwriting, you only have so many keys and so many chord progressions you can do, in a way. So there always has been a lot of overlap in all of that, right? In pop and rock history. Here's where we're at the moment with Santa and his Mad Dog. Was that your what was that?
That's the wind.
Wow. I thought it was Swamp Fox. I need to send you this and the parrot one in the future. I need to send Zeus. I feel terrible. I haven't sent you and James your cards yet.
I haven't sent you the shit I got set aside for you either. Don't feel bad.
Man, Swamp Fox. This is a true story. I am historically very bad about sending things off to not. I was very good about.
I got like a box of shit I need to send you.
I was when I was a professional artist, I was very good at sending off work, of course, because you're getting paid for mailing stuff. You're getting paid for the things you're mailing off. But sending stuff to friends, I've always been. I don't know why. I have always been really bad about it.
I'm worse.
It's kind of a typical artist thing to be good about things you get paid for, bad about things to people. It's the thought that counts. Yeah.
Right? Oh god, I'm just gonna email this to you.
Yeah, that'd be the best bet at this point because of well, I think we talked about this a bit last week. Twitch is all fucked up with its messenger. It's unreliable at this point. I mean, it may and may not. It's weird, you know. I'm not a fan of the new messenger. I don't think anyone is, but
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this, so it's just gonna be a warm-up sketch. It's dead now.
okay.
It's dead to me. But you can at least share it.
Okay, let me go look. I got a drunk Santa Claus. I got a drunk Santa Claus.
You know, I don't think I've had Mad Dog 2020 since I was like 15 years old.
Oh man.
15 or 16, something like that. I actually, you know, I think
Is Mad Dog Mogan David?
I don't remember what it
Okay.
stands for, you know. But I remember drinking Bartles and James. Swamp Fox said that is what it stands for.
Okay, so that they used to use Mogan David sometimes to make sangria at my house when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
It's if I start going through stuff, people are gonna think we went through some wild thing. But it's you gotta understand. My mother was from Europe, so your children growing up drinking some wine and stuff is not that strange. When you have a European parent. Did you send it?
It's not strange when you're in the 70s.
Well, for me this is like the '80s, but
Yeah.
I mean I was too young in the '70s. Come on, download. I've got to see you good baby. I don't know why George Michael's popped into my head. I got to see you naked baby. Was that how that song went? Baby tonight, black and white. Baby, 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 what gonna do this to me? Here we go. Well, look. I don't think that looks bad, Zeus.
I do. it's not hitting where I wanted it to.
I think it's a pretty decent start.
Yeah. It's just not something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's just not hitting me.
Let's zoom in here. Everyone can have a look. It feels like your unhappiness is translating in his expression, though. I will say
Right?
this.
Yeah.
He's
very
like,
intense.
yeah. Trying to find art setup. There we go. Swamp Fox said it's cool. So
Thank you, Swampy. Yeah, that was one of my favorite ones. Every day is to go see Battle of the Planets.
I think I've told this story before. It's the first cartoon I ever remember. I have memories of. It's Battle of the Planets.
Yeah. See, one of the very first ones that I can remember that wasn't, like a Looney Tunes, was um, Speed Racer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was the first Japanese animated cartoon, and then shortly after was um, Star Blazers.
Now, my understanding, uh, Tetsujin 28 was brought over here as Gigantor a long time ago, but I mean that's like before my time. I know. Was that
Right,
before
and
yours
you
as
just have
well,
to
or?
remember it was all syndicated.
Right. So it
So
wasn't universally everywhere. Okay, yeah,
yeah,
that is important to. That's the context, I guess. I was trying to figure
yeah.
out.
See, we didn't. I didn't get Gigantor,
Yeah,
uh,
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
and Astro Boy I didn't discover until college.
Right. There's another one that people said that they got, and I never saw it on syndication. Saw Speed Racer though, like you said.
The Transor Z.
Yeah, Mazinger. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
got.
mean, of course, but
That's the
even
version
before
I got
that,
too. Was Transor Z? Yeah.
because he was in Shogun Warriors.
Right. That's right.
So he was a Shogun Warrior. Um, uh, he was a Shogun Warrior. He was, uh, the toy, and in the Marvel Comics, and that's where the first character named, first giant robot named Megatron is from the Shogun Warriors comic.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. Um,
I'm kind of curious. What was the first original Transformer? Because we know the first lineup of the Transformers were those that other toy line, just being sort of recycled for or licensed out
yeah,
as the
the
Transformers.
Diclones, the Diclones and the other ones.
Yeah. So what was the first like sort of original Transformer? Like we know that the first run isn't like truly original. So what's the first original one? I wonder.
Um, so yeah, because that was the thing is the Diclones were originally meant to have humans inside of them.
Right.
But when Transformers got the Diclone molds, they changed them to fully sentient robots.
So there's drunk Santa Claus so far. Swamp Fox said we were drinking Everclear and Welch's grape juice in our mid-teens. We called it purple Jesus juice.
Yeah, I remember that in college. We had they called it like purple PJ and stuff like that.
Okay, so I see a little theme going on here, Zeus. Okay, look, this Santa Claus is smoking.
Uh
This
huh.
one is drinking.
Yeah.
I
You gonna
see.
have the next one eating a weed brownie or something?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, weren't there some of the Transformer molds had like little people inside, didn't they, in the car thing?
Yeah, that was the original Dicons.
Right, yeah. Gummy Santa. Gummy Santa. You know, we talk a lot. There's always a lot of talk about Halloween candies. Do you have any favorite Christmas candies?
Um,
Because there are Christmas candies.
yeah. So there's that. It's kind of like a taffy. It's like a pinwheel looking peppermint taffy.
By Brock?
Yeah,
That nougat? Yeah, the Christmas nougat. Yeah.
yeah. I like those. Of course, pecan log.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Pecan logs are amazing. Um, um, Trying to think of what else.
It's like you got a ghost back there, but it's a win. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's old apartments, and they've redone the windows, but they're not great. Um, the Microman
Oh,
was
yeah.
the other toy line
That's
that
right.
they merged into um, Transformers.
You know, that was a very popular thing in the 80s, it seems, was to take different properties and turn them into one thing.
Yeah, and that was the funny thing is like because Microman started out uh, with a 12-inch tall,
Oh, yeah,
the
that's right.
yeah the Henshin Cyborg.
Yeah, Ancient Cyborg, yeah.
Yeah, and those were based off of the GI Joes, the
Right.
12-inch GI Joe. So it's like it's such a weird thing that they came back together. Like the 60s, we had 12-inch tall GI Joes, and then the Japanese took them in the early 70s and made the Microman stuff. Um, and then they end up being all owned by Hasbro, and then the two animated series came out, and then they all had and Marvel Comics and toys, you know.
Micronauts. There's a thing that'd be cool to reread one of these days. It's Micronauts.
Yeah, that Michael Golden art on that original Micronaut series, fantastic, and that the story is really good, and it's harsh too. I mean, they killed Time Traveler. Baron Karza killed Time Traveler. He killed off the white the white Baron looking dude that was like him.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
thanks for stopping by, Swampy. We
Swampy,
appreciate
yeah, thank you so much. I hope you like Mad Dog Santa.
it. Mad Dog Santa Claus.
Mad Dog Santa. Take care. Enjoy the prior. Enjoy your where you're going. have a great weekend. Catch you later. I got a piece of ice in my mouth. It always surprises me when a piece of ice ends up from drinking water. Baron Karza looks awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and he came with the centaur.
Mm-hmm.
The centaur back in. He could transform into that. And they were doing stuff like they would take people and they were using their organs to replace their own. They called it the body banks.
Mm.
But it's funny because Bug was created by Marvel Comics. Marionette was created by Marvel Comics.
Mm.
So it's been a real weird contention because Hasbro was going to try to release stuff and like there's been like a quabble of the rights to Bug um and the just all that stuff's been even recently a muddled uh, problem for licensing. And so when the Transformers were getting ready to come out, uh, Marvel Comics writer Bob Budiansky is the one who created the names
Oh, okay.
for all the G1s. And like I said, I believe there was already I believe he'd already created an Optimus Prime um, and a Megatron already and reused them. But yeah, he's the one. Soundwave, Shockwave, Megatron, Soundwave. Yeah, there's a lot of Darth Vader and Baron Karza.
So, oh, I'm seeing it says Micronauts came out in 1979.
Um, that sounds about right.
So after Star Wars, because Star Wars 77, right?
Um, actually, saying that Micronauts came out in '76.
Oh, okay.
Uh, '76 to like '82. Well, Mego manufactured marketed Micronaut toys from '76 to '80. So yeah, I loved the Croyer. That was a cool one. He had had the cool like spinning backpack. And the giant fans on his backpack are pretty. They're kind of reminiscent now of like drone fans.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So Mego licensed several Microman toys from Takara and marketed the toy line in North America as Micronauts. And they were hard to find too. People bought them and they were like gone. Yeah, so they were out before Darth Vader.
Okay.
Darth Vader, Star Wars, all that.
So another thing, Star Wars. Still.
Well, I mean it. I mean, well, because they came from the Takara stuff. I mean, it was before then too. So. Oh, Swamp Fox is live. He's playing
Oh,
playing a game.
he's on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I just got an alert.
Oh. We may have to raid him later.
Right.
We may have to raid him.
Are you doing Santa Claus, Baron Karza?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why he came to me. I was just like, I'm just gonna mess with it. It doesn't matter if it's.
Yeah. That, like I said, Michael Golden, he's really good.
Oh yeah.
He's another one of them that's just like he's so good that like like that there's almost no good reason that he's a comic book artist
Right.
other than he loves it, But he's super nice. Um, he's super nice to talk to. I've met him before, and I bought a really great print from him of the Marvel universe.
He did Nam as well, right? Or
Um,
is that? Or am I thinking of someone else? I might be thinking of someone else.
Larry Hama. Well, I think some people worked on it also, but I know Larry Hama and like Steve Lee Aloha did a good bit of that. I'm looking it up right now. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, Michael Golden quit after maybe sometime after the first year.
Of Nam.
Um, yeah,
Okay. See, I think that the issues I read of it had his artwork. That's the only. So that's the only why I always associate it with it. Him with it.
yeah. This other guy, Van Sant, they had in reserve as a fill-in because it says Michael Golden had a tendency to fall behind on his work.
Hmm. I think I have heard this before. Yeah.
Yeah, so Van Sant drew number 7 as a fill-in, and he took over when he left. He said, it says he was so enthusiastic about working on a series that at one point he was 7 months ahead on deadlines,
Oh dang.
which seems crazy. Yeah. Larry Hama left the series after a year and a half. Oof. when Don Daly took over, he wanted to include superheroes and not include the series in real time.
Oh man.
Yes. Yeah, I think I remember that. They put Punisher in there
Oh man.
briefly. Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny because um, there had been a lot of war comics over the years.
Yeah. GI Combat. Sergeant Rock.
Yeah, I mean, and before that there was War Tales and
Oh, tons
like
and
that.
yeah, tons. If you look through the public domain comics, tons of war comics.
Um, there's a cover of a war comic that Kirby did. It's actually pretty fucking haunting looking. Here's my window. Sounds like it's got
You're
sounds like it's got gas.
you're haunted.
Yeah.
We didn't know you had a haunted house apartment.
Um,
I hear the best places to live are haunted. So.
yeah. This place isn't very haunted. I think the ghost left with her.
So here's what I have so far in my very doodly, scribbly thing.
Yeah.
Just gonna keep it simple. Just gonna splash some simple washes. I sound like I'm doing what's that dude? Bob Ross. Just keep it simple. It's yours. Do whatever you want. When I was in art school, when I was in university, we always looked down on Bob Ross. And then, although we used his like the best palette knife I ever had was a Bob Ross palette knife.
Oh yeah.
It was just an excellent palette knife. It really was. But yeah, decades later, I see some of his stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is a pretty good little show. I don't know why we were all so elitist about that shit, but that's how they used to train us. So.
Yeah.
I mean, if I knew back then that one day they were going to be like, oh, all that stuff we said was important, we're just going to turn our backs on all that shit.
Yeah.
Like one day I'd be like, then why did y'all give like Norman Rockwell such a hard ass time?
Well, and like we said, what we're looking at now, it's fucking terrible. God, yeah, I pulled up some Michael Golden. Oh, man. And then Kelly Jones did the second volume of Micronauts, and it was still pretty good because his style was kind of similar.
Kelly Jones of Batman fame?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you were looking at Micronauts #1 to draw that damn thing.
I was just yeah, I was just using it as a reference.
I was like, what? I'm like, why has he got 2 horns on his head? I was
Oh,
like,
he's got four, but you just can't see it
it's
very
spike.
well. Yeah.
It's spikes that go all the way around.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I was trying to have the Santa hat sort of on top of his head, not quite on his head.
And you know they had the crossover in the I want to say it was the late '70s, early '80s, and probably the late '70s with Micronauts, Shield, and Godzilla.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a thing with Micronauts and Man-Thing, isn't there?
I think so. There might be.
Or is that what it's called? Man-Thing? I believe it's called what they call that character.
Man Thing is Marvel's, yeah. Swamp
Yeah,
Thing is
yeah.
that, and then something is from Cerebus.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there's also Woman Thing in Cerebus. Something and Woman Thing.
Did you like that comic book?
I loved Cerebus. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It is just once again, remember I told you I love the phonetics,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That's right. That's right.
right? And Dave Sim was able to write out how Keith Richards and Mick Jagger, how they speak. He was able to write out those words, and we'd never seen them. So when you read the words, you had their accent,
Right, right.
right? Oi, where'd you find that? Over there, same place it always is, beyond the headboard, you know? Because you're reading all the like headboard, you know. Oh, we were trying to read it late at night, after his Beatles parents had gone to bed, and we're just dying laughing. So funny, man. Great series. I loved it.
Um, I think I only have like 2 issues of
Cerebus.
Cerebus. Oh, you only have like 2 issues. Was not very readily available from in the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
places here.
You had to get it from a comic book shop.
Right, right.
My friend Beetle, he ended up buying some original pages. He had a couple of pages at one time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dave Sims, sometimes he came off a little weird in interviews. He'd come off a little stuck up or something. But
Oh, certainly, because um, he's just trying to make it, at a time where independent comics were just
right.
struggling. So, um,
Who's that other guy? Was his name Matt Wagner who did Mage? Is that what the thing was called, or maybe it had a different name?
I think he did Mage, and did he do Grendel too, or?
Could be, yeah, could be. I remember hearing lots of stuff between those two back in the day, in like the little magazines and things.
Yeah, so he did Grendel, and And Mage, yeah.
Okay.
I love Grendel. I didn't get Mage a lot, but that Grendel, they actually carried it at my local newsstand.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they started getting stuff. The guy who was the assistant manager forever, um, Norman. He and I we used to talk a lot, and he would get all kinds of great stuff.
Santa Claus. Something like that. It's not very good,
And I
though.
tell you, when you look at Marionette, like I always felt that they took a lot of um, Marionette for just that kind of the Chitara
Hmm.
face.
Yeah.
Just the way she had that kind of red face paint makeup. So I'm going full bore now. I'm gonna grid them. Um, I'm gridding this page at an angle so I can, because I think I'm gonna do kind of like a lineup of them. Because why? Because I'm bullheaded like that.
You gotta defeat it. You gotta defeat it.
I have to defeat it somehow.
I must win. I must defeat him. So we got smoking Santa Claus and drinking Santa Claus. We got Santa Carza. Let's see. Trying to think about the schedule coming up. Monday, got a big Christmas special I'm gonna have on YouTube for Music Monday.
Nice.
No looking at cards on Tuesday. No Pedro Boy Live on Wednesday. We might be doing Art Jam. You said you'd be up for it. If we're
Yeah.
if we're both upright, we'll
Yeah, there you go.
we'll do it. I'll try not to draw drunk Santa Claus next week.
Well, I think you can draw like, drunk Eon.
Drunk Eon.
What was he? The New Year buzzard.
Right, right. And tomorrow we got Markout Mania with Zeus and I and James the Extreme, sort of. Zeus, what do you think about some of these changes on WWE Slam?
Um, the dupes for needs thing. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work.
I'm curious to see how the instant trade works. I'm not completely understanding.
The thing where you would have to like list something, like if you give me this for this, I don't even have to approve it.
Okay.
It must be something like that.
When I was reading it, it sounded a bit like if you both had dupes, like for if you both had dupes that the other one didn't have, then it just instant trade. Was sort of what I was understanding it, but I wasn't completely certain.
That sounded, yeah, it sounds kind of weird to me, you know, because it's really gonna mess up the hoarders.
Yeah.
Um, so you'd probably have to lock your cards that you don't want to get snagged away.
Uh,
You know?
so I know you and James don't play any other Tops digital apps.
Right.
I have the Marvel one and I have the Star Wars one. So when I saw these changes, I was a little alarmed because this week both the Marvel and the Star Wars one rolled out changes as well earlier in the week, and I haven't been crazy about the changes on some of them. Star Wars, they changed the whole look, and it's like it's very ugly looking and it's kind of confusing. Like they don't make it. You know how usually the Tops apps are very simple. The layout's very simple. It's the same basic thing for whichever one. Marvel, Star Wars, WWE, they all look the same. Ange, welcome in. Welcome in, Ange. The new Marvel one is really kind of confusing and stuff. And then they got these weird things, Zeus, where now some of the sets, using regular coins, you can only get maybe like special kind of base cards. To get the cards from the set, like the actual cards from the set, you have to, for some of them, not all of them, but some of them, you have to use like their version of Diamond's crystals. And it's like, well, no, like that's kind of bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Like, and so when I saw WWE was introducing these changes, I was like, oh shit! Don't tell me they're gonna jump on that. Marvel's kind of doing some weird stuff. They introduced an event called like Holiday Bingo. And so I was doing the event, and then as the event's going on, Zeus, you have to get like things to fulfill the tiers. You have to start using diamonds. Like you have to open a pack of a specific pack, and the only way you can open that pack is with diamonds. And so it's like, okay, I used whatever diamonds I had to open this pack, and then the next tier, to get out of the tier, you have to pay for this thing that's like $8. It's not diamond. You can't buy it with diamonds. You have to literally pay money to fulfill this next tier. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? Can you imagine one of those events and they're like, oh, to fulfill this thing you have to pay money. Like, what are you talking about? Like, so I'm a little down on the on the Marvel and the Star Wars apps at the moment, because I don't think those are very good changes to the system.
Well,
I hope they don't do that on Slam. That would suck.
It feels like at one time, probably like before everything was went out and came back. I kind of felt like that. The upper limit of stuff I could complete was like rares, rare sets. And then for a while here, for most of this year, I was able to complete, super rare sets.
Right.
But then, here with the last, month or two, they fixed that shit, to where they, they had to up the
Yeah.
rarity.
Because we were working together to fulfill some of those things,
Yeah.
and
Well,
and
we stumbled into that one dude that was giving away
oh yeah,
uh,
yeah, he did
9
make
super rares for one iconic from that one set.
yeah, he did make stuff easier. Yeah,
Yeah, he made stuff a lot easier because I was giving up some some brickish rare iconics to get that stuff, and I hadn't seen him around this uh, you know.
so Ange, real quickly before Zeus and I continue with stuff, I did a smoking Santa, then I did a drunk Santa with Mad Dog, and then we did
And
a
that's Swampy's fault.
yeah. Swamp Fox mentioned that we should have him with Mad Dog. So hey, Real Fun
Oh, hey,
Studios
but
is rating us. Welcome in. Welcome in, Real Fun Studios. Uh, oh, okay, okay. Um, I was making my way there. Welcome in, Real Fun Studios. How you guys doing? Um, everyone, check out Real Fun Studios. What were you guys streaming tonight? What were you doing tonight? I've been drawing some Santa Clauses tonight. I did this Santa Claus. Oh, you're testing out some new markers. Nice. I was I used some Sharpies and some watercolor washes, and I did this Santa Claus with a pipe. Then we ended up with the Santa Claus with a bottle of Mad Dog 2020. Drunk Santa Claus. We ended up with drunk Santa Claus because Swamp Fox in the chat had mentioned, because I was saying that he looked drunk, and Swamp Fox said that we should give him a bottle of Mad Dog, so we gave him a bottle of Mad Dog. And then Zeus and I were talking about Micronauts, and so I drew Baron Karza from Micronauts as Santa Claus. So that
And
was
then
what.
I started drawing
Yes, you tell me.
Martin from Gatchaman.
Yeah, I'll show y'all what he was doing.
What I was doing and completely threw away.
This is what you
I
threw
threw it
it.
away. I didn't
This
throw it away.
now see, I think this was a good start. I think this was a good start you did, Zeus. I think it was a good start. But yes, he is very unhappy because he was channeling Zeus's unhappiness. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we got done tonight. Um, Real Fun Studios, you ready for Christmas? You ready for the holidays?
I got another pack of pens, the micro lines.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, you're not ready. Yeah, I still have a bit more shopping to do, which is gonna be fucking crazy. I'm so excuse my language. It's gonna be really crazy this weekend. But
Well, it is because I mean it's the 19th.
yeah, it's gonna be wild.
And I mean, you know, if for
That
somebody who used to deliver, you know, I know it's hectic.
yeah, last weekend was pretty
We had
crazy.
in Greensboro, um, there's a road, Battleground Avenue, that runs from downtown all the way north through town. It's got some of the a big concentration of the shopping and stuff like that. And it's just like it's like a during like from Thanksgiving to the New Year's. It's like a 4-mile-an-hour parking lot. 4-mile-an-hour moving parking lot. It's just I had to learn how to take my truck down, certain side streets and circumvent the traffic as much as I could to come up behind places and that was the good stuff. But
Yeah, it's the good times. The good times. We're gonna raid out here in a minute. I really appreciate the raid, Real Fun Studios. I'm trying to think if there's something I trying to think if there's something I could draw real fast for while you're here. I don't even know what I could draw super fast.
draw a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with a Santa hat.
Oh my god.
Holding a slice of pizza.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I can do this. Hold on. Teenage Mutant.
Oh man, I watched Peter Laird do it. Watched Peter Laird draw turtles with just a Sharpie and no construction lines.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power. They're the world. Let's see.
Most fearsome fighting team.
Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines. That's a fact, Jack. Raphael is cool, but cruel. Something like that, right? Michelangelo is a party dude. Party! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Real Fun Studios. I was just saying, I don't know if you know who that is, but Peter Laird was one of the co-creators of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I got to meet him one year at a comic book convention. He was very nice, very nice. He loved our box of Kirby Crackle cereal, and he posted about it. It was really cool. So we have pictures of him somewhere with holding it. Yeah, he was just straight drawing, just dead on perfect original turtles with a Sharpie. Just it is a chisel. I'll never forget watching, just doing a chisel Sharpie, and he's just drawing, just perfect. Just they look just as good as those original issues and. But Kevin Eastman was the one who, I guess he was the brains behind it all, and of course he gets the lion's share of all that stuff. And he's pretty cool, even though he's a little wacky. Married an adult film star. I don't know if they're still together or not.
This is a terrible Michelangelo, but
He looks perfect for the cartoon.
it looks a little bit like a Mickey Mouse version of it, but it'll have to do it.
Yeah, but the cartoon was very cartoony.
That's true.
He partied too hard.
Yeah, he probably.
Yeah, I don't think he looks Mickey-ish at all.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna splash. We're gonna splash some color.
He's got the pizza. Are you gonna paint him?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do it really fast.
So you know what you have to do.
What?
the sky blue for the background,
Okay, okay, okay.
right?
Yes.
Because of looking at cards and the pizza background.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
got the pizza, you got the pepperoni pizza.
For so
Now you don't have to. You don't have to make it a cup and char pepperoni, but because it's so small. But
uh Real Fun Studios on Tuesday nights we do looking at cards, and it has a backdrop like this. See, with pizzas, pepperoni pizzas all in the background. So that's what he's referencing. Uh,
you had some, you had to pay some graphic designer to make that background for you.
Yeah, an incredible graphic designer, Zeus King Dark. He made that background, that backdrop. He made a lot of emotes. He made Zeus King Dark, the who's talking with us now. He did lots of stuff, cool logos, emotes. Yeah, those emotes you're seeing right now. He's the man. He's the man.
Right?
Zeus is the
Why?
man. He is the man.
This one did looking at cards. Guitar, yeah.
On Pedro Boyd Live, he did the Texas with Spain colors and Spain with Texas colors, the flag colors, and
Yeah.
we're heroes in a half shell and we're green.
So which turtle is this going to be, Pedro?
Michelangelo.
Oh, let's check.
Michelangelo. Michelangelo's my favorite turtle, so yeah, it's gonna be Michelangelo.
Yeah, Michelangelo, my favorite turtle. Also, my favorite Renaissance artist. Also, my favorite weapon among the turtles, nunchucks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And of course, you know they didn't have colors when they first started out because they were in black and white.
Yep.
And then when they started getting color, all they had was red. Everybody wore red. The only way you could tell the difference between turtles was their weapons.
Donatello for the win. Um, Real Fun Studios. I wish Crossing Mexican was here because I think like Donatello is his favorite. I think, or is it Raphael? It's one of them, Raphael or Donatello.
I don't think he likes Raphael at all.
Oh no, Leonardo is his favorite. That's right, Leonardo is
Yeah,
his favorite.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
'Cause
apologize.
he doesn't like Raph. Yeah, he doesn't like Raph, and he does like Leonardo.
Yeah, Leonardo is his favorite. You're right.
I don't know if anybody else knows what cup and char means when I'm talking about pepperoni pizza, but here in Buffalo, what they do is you order pepperoni pizza and they they broil it uh, an extra little bit of time to make the pepperonis curl up, and the edges will get a little char on, and in the cup that forms as the pepperoni, you get a little pool of the grease, and it's really different, and it's pretty. It depending on where you get it, it can be really freaking good. The first place I ever had it at from here was not that good, and I was like, this is what everyone's talking about. I'm like, this is pretty ass, but that was just that one. It's just that one place. I won't besmirch their name here in front of how many viewers we got right now? 4 people. But yeah, I mean, I've had some great pizza um, here in Buffalo, and I know I tell you right now, I think if the Turtles ever had Buffalo style pizza, that they would relocate from New
Huh.
York City to Buffalo, or at least visit a lot.
Yeah, they'd come visit a lot.
Yeah. Now, of course, a lot of the original 1990 movie was filmed in North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
That was before North Carolina tried to choke every cent out of the movie studios that they could to film there.
For a while, Texas was getting a fair amount of movies were being done here a few years ago.
Yeah.
Seemed like that slowed down a bit. Although I say that they just filmed a movie here in Huntsville not that long ago. So with Daniel Luna.
Diego Luna.
Yeah, Diego Luna. Apologies. Yeah, Diego Luna. That was a big talk for a while in the Facebook groups because people were like, "Oh, he went to this restaurant. He did this. Oh my God, I saw them." And Stephanie and I would see some of the extras and stuff at the. I think they were extras. They could have been the actors. I just didn't know. Dressed in the costumes and stuff, and we'd be out on the weekend. But
Yeah, that looks great.
so super quick. It's a super quick. Michelangelo with some pizza dressed as Santa Claus for Real Fun Studios. Thank you so much for rating in. I appreciate it. We're gonna go raid out here in a moment. Let's see. Let me find where. Let's see. Want to go Swamp Fox 48? I think. Let me see.
How many
Okay.
other Swamp Foxes could there? Of course it's good.
Yeah, I know. I got to see. Real Fun Studios. Just letting you know before we raid out the schedule we usually have on Monday nights on YouTube. I do a music stream. We're having a big Christmas special this Monday. Tuesdays we usually do looking at cards where I open trading cards and stuff. But next week we're not going to have looking at cards. I'm taking that one off. And Wednesday, Pedro Boyd Live is music here on Twitch. I won't be doing that because that's Christmas Eve. And then, yeah, Fridays is Art Jam. And tomorrow morning is the Markout Mania Saturday morning podcast with Zeus King Dark and James the X-Tribe Sorno. So, and yeah, let's go raid out. Let's see, raid Swamp Fox 48. Thanks for hanging out, amigos.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for the raid, Real Fun Studios. Thank you, Zombie, Ange, Swamp Fox, everyone for hanging out. Everyone take care, and let's go raid.
I am, you stupid
Hold on.
bitch!
Would you excuse me for a moment?
By all means.
Come on!